The Piglet and the Magic Star. Once upon a time, there was a little village in Slovenia, hidden far away from people's eyes. It was the home of little pink piglets with funny-looking, small, curly tails. They all loved each other. The young ones played and paddled about in the mud, and their parents watched their fooleries. In the evenings, they had to be thoroughly showered so that they went to bed clean. The little village had its own mayor, who gathered them to a piglet meeting every year, where he also counted them. This time, the mayor found out that there were exactly 999 piglets living in the village, and everybody was enthusiastic with this news. As usual, the meeting was followed by a piglet festivity, which normally lasted until the early morning hours. The evening sky was dotted with innumerable shining stars, which made the piglets' merrymaking even more beautiful. Everybody believed in the magic power of the stars. While the other piglets were dancing at their party, the oldest pair among them was expecting their first child, who at the same time was to become the 1,000th piglet of the village. How surprised they were when the baby came finally weeping. Their long-expected son was, namely, as black as the night, only his little tail was pink. Despite their surprise, the parents were still very keen on him and named the baby Taily. As Taily grew up, every evening his parents told him stories before going to sleep. His favorite was the one about a magic star with the power to fulfill even the most fervent wish of a child once in their lifetime. Months passed, and Taily grew big enough to join the other piglets. However, they were not too enthusiastic about accepting him. They mocked and teased him for looking different to them. Because they did not accept him, Taily became disappointed and sad. It was only Pinka, the mayor's daughter, who did not mind his difference. Despite all the teasing, she supported him and soon became his best friend. Taily's deepest wish was to remain her friend forever and to dance with her at the next piglet festivity. But soon the mayor, who was worried about his reputation, forbade Pinka to keep company with Taily. So he remained entirely alone. He was very sad and often cried bitterly. His parents supported, comforted, and encouraged him and told him he must never be in despair because he was still a piglet like all the others, despite his black color. One afternoon, Taily, depressed by his sadness, went to a nearby meadow. He lay down observing the scarlet sky. It slowly grew dark and the stars started to glisten across the sky. Charmed by their beauty, Taily remembered the story of the magic star. The story helped him forget about everything, especially the bitter pain in his heart. Then, suddenly, something special happened in the sky. A shining object flew directly towards him at great speed. He deadened of surprise and fear, was unable to speak, and watched what was going on. Could this be that magic star? From close up, it looked like a doll, except that she was alive. Taily noticed she had wings, which damaged during her landing. Although surprised, Taily did not hesitate to offer help. Carrying her on his back, he went home in order to help her. He gently placed her at the foot of a tree and helped her to adjust her wings. The star gratefully accepted his help. While the piglet was healing her, he told her his story of mocking and teasing. He also entrusted her his greatest wish to take part in the pigs' meeting and to dance with Pinka. The long night made Taily very tired. Lying down next to the star, he fell fast asleep. But the star soon recovered. She decided to make his wish come true in thanks for all his help. She sprinkled some stardust on him, so changing him into a pink piglet. Just before dawn, she flew up into the sky. In the morning, Taily woke up and went to the stream to wash himself. He did not even notice the change at first, but when he bent down near the water, he could not believe his eyes. He was as pink as the other pigs, and only his tail was black. Overwhelmed by sudden happiness, he started to shout for joy, splash about the water, and jump around merrily. He never felt so happy in his life. The next day was very important for Taily. It was the day of the pigs' annual meeting, followed by the dance. In the evening, he joyfully set off to the festivity. He boldly came up to Pinka and asked her for a dance. Were it not for his black tail, Pinker would not even have recognized him. Although somewhat surprised at his sudden transformation, she accepted his invitation without hesitation, and they danced together all night long. At first, the other pigs did not recognize him, but later all of them, including the mayor, apologized for having teased him. At that very moment, Taily changed back into a black piglet. Ever since that day, nobody has ever behaved impudently to him. After a couple of months, Pinker and Taily got married. The wedding lasted for 3 days and 3 nights, so that at the end everybody felt dizzy with joy and celebration. 9 tiny pink-black piglets were born soon afterwards, making the village even more bright and colorful. Dear children, if you believe in the magic power of the star too, it will make your wishes come true as well.